Hey guys, so I'm going to be sharing all the products I used up and purchased in March. I have so many things here. I actually had forgotten about some of these, so I am excited to pull them out and start using them and review them for you guys. But let's start with the Empties. And I had 4 products that I used up, which is really exciting. 3 of these were from my year-long project. First is the Cali Ray So Blown Clean Blurring Primer. This is slightly blurring, slightly mattifying, but I just don't think this does very much for me. So not something I would repurchase, but it feels amazing to have that used up. Then I have the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Light Illuminating Smoothing Concealer in Milkshake. And this is something I had gotten from Flip. A really nice lighter coverage concealer, but I do still think that it did a good job. I think the coverage of this works really well with skin tints or lighter coverage products, and this has a little bit of illumination but no shimmer. It's not greasy. I do think this is a nice product if you're wanting more of a light coverage concealer. And then we have the biggest accomplishment, Physicians Formula Butter Glow Contour Wand in Fair. I have been contorting the heck out of this, just finished it up. I feel so good about this. This is not a contour color, it's a bronzer, and I do feel like this is more blendable than some of the other contour wand type of products that I use, but I just need to not buy anymore because this is just not exactly my thing. I love the iconic London Sheer Bronze and Caramel Glow. I think that formula just works really well for me. So I'm gonna, just keep on with that, but an amazing, exciting empty. And then I did also use up this mini ABH loose setting powder in translucent. I think this is really nice. I still like my Dermablend a little bit more, but if you are interested, both of these products are available on Flip. All right, so now getting into these purchases. So first actually is a free product that I forgot to mention in my PR haul, and I filmed that yesterday. So this is from Clean Classic. This is their Apple Blossom perfume, and I do like it, but it's also giving Bath and Body Works. Like, this is a very casual, lightweight sort of fragrance, something that I do think I will like for during the daytime, spring, summer. Like, I do see myself using this up, but it's not necessarily a sophisticated scent, but yeah, I guess it is classic. We can say that. So now I have a couple things that I picked up from Ulta, not very much, but I just got a few things during 21 Days of Beauty. And first would be some of the shadow sticks from Half Magic. I was not going to get these, and then I saw some people posting them and I was like, yep, I'm gonna need them. And I believe there was like 5 times the points this day. I know I had multiple points on 1 or 2 of the days, so that's always really exciting. So the 2 shades that I chose would be Beige Mystique, and the other one is Princess Teddy. So can't wait to give these a try, see how much I like these compared to my Holy Grail Laura Mercier, and the half off price was $12. Next, I kind of got this on a whim. This is the Stila Calligraphy Lip Stain, and I know a lot of people love the Sashu Beauty ones that you peel off, and I see that they work, but I also see that it is easy to apply them unevenly, and I don't want that problem. So I thought this would be fun to try out. And this is the color Elizabeth, which is a lighter nude, and look how skinny that is on the side. So that is going to, in my mind and theory, going to be so easy to be a bit more precise with this. So I thought this would be a fun and achievable way to try this trend, and the half off price was $12.50. Then I have one more order. I really wanted this MAC Viva Glam Maximal Matte Lipstick in Viva Planet. I've been wanting this. I've seen amazing content with it. It looks so beautiful, and I had $10 off coupon, and it was not something that was available at my store, so I had to buy it online. And I wanted to, of course, get free shipping. So because I wanted to get free shipping, I decided, you know what, why don't I try out a color of the Tarte Maracuja Lip Plump. I know I don't like the original formula, but I've tried some minis in Primrose of this formula, and I did like it better. So the color I chose was this color Mixed Berries, which seemed like a really pretty, more mauve tone. So excited for that. The Tarte was on sale for $13 and the MAC was $15 because of my $10 off coupon. Something I didn't bring out here because I guess I received it in April, the Dry Bar Hot Toddy Heat Protectant Mist. That is something that I ended up picking up on the last day of the sale. And then you guys know I had to buy more backups of my Dermablend translucent loose powder. I think that I have the one open right now and no more backups, I think. And I am gonna try to make myself use up other powders this year, but I wanna have this on standby because this is my holy grail. So these are on sale for $16 each. So now I have a couple miscellaneous purchases and then everything else is Flip and TikTok shop. So Macy's had this Armani set for a really good price. It was $33 for the set. And I know that these products retail for a lot more. I want to say that this was like more than if they were half off. I can't quite remember. I'll have to let you know on the screen. This is the Luminous Silk Glow Blush in number 50, which is very similar to Nora's Orgasm. They just came out with a new duo, but it's the same blush, unfortunately. So I cannot wait to be a fancy pants girl and try Armani, as well as this Luminous Silk Cheek Tint in 50.5, which looks like a very nice light pastel peach that should show up nicely on my pale skin. And then, I don't know why, but Sigma has all of their Disney collections on sale and there were free gifts. So the products were half off, and then if you bought something from the Ariel collection, you would get the highlighter for free. And those were the two products that I wanted. So I did have to pay shipping for this, which was totally fine. So I got the Ariel blush and the highlight. So the blush is normally $28, so it's $14. The highlight was free and I had to pay $7.50 for shipping. So I paid $21.50 for this, which again, one of these is $28 on its own. So that's an amazing deal. And Sigma is now available on Flip, which is so exciting. And the Disney stuff is on sale on Flip right now as well. I think they're just like price matching, so hurry up if you're interested. Look how gorgeous this packaging is. I love Sigma cheek products and I was determined to hold out for a sale. And it takes the longest time with new releases, especially Disney collab. So I am so surprised by this steep discount, but I'm really proud of myself for holding out. So the highlighter is called Seashell and the blush is called True Love. Oh my gosh, these are so gorgeous. So this has like the castle in it, and this is Ariel and Eric. So, oh my gosh. What an amazing deal. I'm so happy to finally have those. All right, girls, so now let's get into my Flip purchase. So this one was so good. They had just added some new things to their free store, and that is really like when I decide to make my purchases. Now the free store, it's called On the House, but I just say free store. It has been so awful lately. It's been so awful. So this was super lucky. So with this order, I purchased, let me just go ahead and pull them out. I purchased two things, and right now I only get 30% off on Flip, which is still good. You know, that's still more than Sephora and whatnot, but it, you know, makes it even better with the On the House items. So I chose to repurchase my Kosas Cloud Set Powder in Airy. I love that this is a light shade in case my makeup's looking a little bit too dark, or if I need to lighten up under my cheek products. And then of course I had to also pick up the new Kosas Cloud Set Translucent Loose Powder, and this is Translucent Candy. This is kind of a scary pink, but I had to have it. Flip gets all of Kosas new releases. My next order, I'm wanting to pick up the setting spray and the new ABH contour stick. They always get the new ABH things as well. So again, those were 30% off. And then I was able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things from the free store because of my tier, which I don't think I'm going to be able to renew it. My current tier is I get $2.50 worth of free product for every dollar that I spend, which is amazing. And this was great timing. So I'll just really quickly show you the products. I don't have the math on all the free things, but I was able to get one of the Buxom Flown Plumping Lip Oils in Dolly, which was awesome because I did not get this collection in PR, and I was able to test the formula. Same with this. This one had a couple shades available, but this is the color that was on my wish list from the selection. This is their Full On Plumping Liquid Lipstick in Coming Up Roses. This is a burning liquid lipstick, just so you know, but I do have reviews for these. I actually ended up posting those on Instagram as well. So the lip gloss has a $26 value and the liquid lipstick also $26. Then I got a couple things from Gerard Cosmetics. So you're only able to pick 2 products per brand in the free store, but it ended up working out just fine. So from Gerard, I got their Slay the Bake blurring powder in the pink shade. I already have this in lavender and quite enjoy it. This is a $29 value. Also from Gerard Cosmetics, I got the lip liner in nude, which is definitely kind of more of like a peachy coral color on my skin tone. And this has an $18 value. Then I was elated to see 2 products from Kimchi Chic. One of them is something that has been on my desire list basically like since I downloaded the app. This is another powder, I know. This is the Kimchi That White powder. It's not actually white, it's just like translucent white, like the Derma Blend. This has a $19 value. Kimchi is a little bit more of an affordable brand. And then we have the Kimchi Almost Catfish Press Setting Powder in That White powder. Cute little heart compact that's like a soft touch matte. I have videos with all of these things on my Flip account, and this has an $18 value. And then I got one more thing, and this is from Laura Mercier. It got beat to hell, but that's not Flip's fault. The cap broke. That's okay. It was free. I'm not gonna, complain about it. This is the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder Tone Up in Rose. So another pink powder. This is normally $47, but it was on sale for $43. So that's always exciting when On the House stuff is discounted. You get the credit for whatever the discounted price is. For those 2 Kosas products, it was $74, and then it took off $22.20 for my 30% off, and then I cashed in my credits from creating content, which took off $13.64. So I spent $38.16 before tax for all of that stuff. I'm telling you guys, this is why I talk about Flip so much. It is incredible. I know it sounds like a scam. It is not. These products are all authentic. So definitely download this app if you haven't already. I would appreciate if you would go through me. We both get money for you signing up. Then I do have one more Flip order, and they now carry Lawless as well. Now, mostly this is just Lawless bundles. So they do have the new strawberry lip glosses, and those are available as singles, which is exciting. But everything else right now is a bundle, and they had the Daisy Girl collection, which is something that I did not get in PR previously, and I don't own any of these products. So I thought this was a great deal, and it is an $82 value that was priced at $62. So I do have video with this. So you've got their blush in Daisy Pink, the lip gloss in Daisy Girl, which is something that I was actually going to buy from the Sephora VIB sale, but this was a much better deal. And the Forget the Filler lipstick in Daisy Girl, which is a really pretty lighter nude color. So that was amazing. And then from the free store, they did not have a good selection at the time at all, unfortunately. And what I got would be from Gerard Cosmetics. This is their Starlit palette in Honeymoon, which has a bronzer and 2 blushes. This is a $39 value. I got another shade of the Me Cosmetics Can't Stop Me Now hairline powder, and this is in the color Dark Blonde if you want to go lighter. And this has a $60 value. Again, like there was just nothing good at the time. Then I did get 2 products from Amaxi that have been on my desire list for a while. This is their leave-in repair hair treatment, Miracle Bonding Serum. So this is normally $29.99. It was on sale for $24.99. And the Bond Intensive Restorative Mask, and this retails for $29.99 but was on sale for $26.99. So that was, a good value. So it was $62 for this set. And then my friend Jamie signed up through me and would have gotten $50 off, but Flip used to give you a max discount of 90% off. Now they've changed it to be 80%. So I got $49.60 off. And for this, I did end up having to pay $2.49 for shipping, which is not a big deal. So before tax and shipping, I spent $12.40 on all of these products, which is incredible. So if you have an account already, definitely have other people sign up through you because you can get a lot of money off, which is just amazing. So you guys, so many good products, so many things. Can't wait to have and try. That first order was especially good. And I was so excited to see that they have Lawless bundles on there as well. And that Sigma is going to be on there now. You'll see a Sigma purchase from Flip next month. Now we have my TikTok shop purchases. So a lot of these were with purple ticket money. Thank you to everybody that clicked on my link. I know I harassed the people in my life, which was not fun, and I was part of a couple of groups for, you know, giving out clicks, and I literally was pimping out Justin's clicks and my sister's clicks a couple of times. You got to do what you got to do, all right, to be able to get free stuff. But there were a couple purchases here that were just really good deals. Sometimes when I'm scrolling on TikTok, I will get an ad that says 50% off this product, but usually it works for the whole brand, and it's 50% off up to $12. So there were a couple of those good deals. But first, there was just a flash sale from the Ofra Live. I really enjoy the lives. I know they're kind of like QVC, which is fun when they're a good deal. Sometimes I see like random people doing a live, not a brand, and it's not that good of a deal. But Ofra had 40% off their highlighters and free shipping. So I decided to pick up Sugar Cookie, which has been on my list for ages. This is such a unique color. It looks like a gold. You can see here it has kind of like a more of like a pinkish flash. It looks so beautiful, and Ofra does good sales on their site throughout the year, but I've not seen it free shipping and 40% off. So I thought this was the perfect timing. So normally $35, I got it for $21. And this is a color that is not available at Ulta because I know these do go half off at Ulta sometimes. And they didn't even have their whole selection on TikTok shop. So I was really lucky about that one. And then just as a free gift, they included this little Ofra liquid lipstick mini in Pasadena, which I will be passing on. They have a good formula. I'm just not a liquid lipstick girl, but that was really nice. And then this is one of those 50% off up to $12 deals. So this is something that has been on my list for a while because State of Kate really recommended it. This is from M Cosmetics, their Portrait Mode Refining Setting Powder. This is just like a translucent shade. I love the checkered packaging. It just is so cute. Got a little puff here, and then your powder. The pan looks super thin, so I feel like you'll go through this quickly, but we will see. So this is normally $38. It was on sale for $30, and then I did get that $12 off. So this was 18 bucks, so normally it's 38. So I thought that was an amazing deal. Very excited to try this out. M Cosmetics is on Flip in case you're not able to get such a great deal on TikTok shop, but they do flash deals on there as well. And I think the rest of these products were purple ticket money. First, I spent $10 of my purple ticket money on this Blend Bunny Cosmetics Trove Multi-Chrome Quad. So I believe that this is normally like $50, $60 or something because they're multi-chromes, but it was on sale on TikTok shop. I know you guys are not going to be able to capture how special this is, and it will also be my first time trying the brand. So this is normally $68. It was on sale for $35. Then I got the $10 off, making this $25. So to go from $68 to $25 is an amazing, amazing deal. And I cannot wait to try this brand finally. And I wish there were more indie brands on TikTok shop. I had messaged Hayden from Unearthly because she has a couple things on there to ask if some of the other palettes were coming, and she said no. So that was a bummer. Next, Tarte has some really good bundles that are kind of like QVC type of prices where you buy one thing, get one thing free, because I was interested in just using a $10 off on, like, I need another powder. Y'all saw what I got from Flip, but I wanted to get the new Tarte Creaseless Setting Powder in the lavender shade, and they actually had a bundle where you could get the Shape Tape Concealer for free. So I have one, so I don't necessarily need one, but this is something I always want to have in my collection, so now I have one backup, and why wouldn't I? So this is 12S Fair. Thank goodness they had my shade because they didn't have, you know, every single shade available. I would have liked to have tried just like, I think there's like a regular translucent one, but I am excited to have this as well. So this is a $68 value, but was $36, and then the $10 off, and it had free shipping. So I spent $26 when this is supposed to be $68, which is so exciting for me. Next, I got some other products I've been wanting from Kaleidos, and you can buy this brand from C Beauty Mall, but the actual brand page on TikTok shop, they had all of these items and they were actually discounted a little bit that day. Everything was 10% off. So, you know, why not? So we have their Venus Trap Quad, which is so pretty. I'm not the most cool tone gal, but of all the options, I felt like this is the one that I would really enjoy. I thought about this one or Cold Brew, but I went with this because the image on the page, that metallic, just drew me in. So normally $22, with the 10% off, it was $19.80. And then I decided to get the other two shades of their lip glaze formula because I love these so much. I really wanted this pink color called Pink Marquee, but then there'd only be one left. So why not get it? Even though this is not going to be something I use all the time because it's a metallic pink, but it looks kind of like multi-chrome. So I think this will be really fun on the lips. This is Penthouse. So I do plan on doing a little like Instagram, TikTok video with those three products. So the glosses are $16, 10% off made them $14.40. And then I cashed in $50 of Purple Ticket money. But actually, because of that 10%, this total was only $49. So, you know, I lost a buck, but I had to spend something. So I spent 1 penny on those, which is amazing. And then I have just a couple more products from TikTok shop. So unfortunately, the Purple Ticket money doesn't work on everything. I had something else in mind and it didn't work on that. So I had to improvise. So I got one more makeup set and then I got some techie things. So with this order, I was able to get free shipping on both products. It was something that I was trying to be mindful of. And I got these together and used $50 worth of credit. So Tarte had another bundle. So this is for their new Maracuja Juicy Lip Mask, and I picked the light pink shade Icing, and then you got a free gift of a lip plump, and this is the color Primrose. I had this in a sample and loved it, so now I'm just going to give away my sample and just keep this full-size one. So this is a $53 value, but it was only $27, which is really great. And then the other thing I got is this. It's in the box, but this is a USB flash drive that you can plug into your phone, because it's been okay recently, but I was having a huge issue with not having enough room on my phone and my computer to hold all of my content to edit, because I have been filming so many things on my phone for Instagram and TikTok, and because, you know, the freaking cloud is for your phone and your computer, which I think is BS, such BS. But anyway, that is going to be great for it. And this is an expensive product. It was $60, but it was on sale for $37.20. So with both of those together, I spent $14.20, which is not bad. And then this last one is actually a little back camera monitor to be able to magnetize to your phone, because the back camera is supposed to be better quality. So I'm excited to try that out. So this is normally $70, was on sale for $55.98. And then I used a $50 Purple Ticket on this. So I spent $6 on this, which is amazing. I cannot wait to try these products out. I hope it steps up my game for content creation. But wow, I got so many things that I didn't need, but great deals. And that is just something that runs in my family. It's so hard to resist a good deal. But I would love to hear your thoughts if you tried any of these products. I would love to know what things you used up and purchased recently. I will have related content linked down below. I'd appreciate any love on that. And thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.